First day back on the job. I bet I've got an issue to deal with. You just know that I have. Knowing this game. Is this recording? I think it might be recording. Oh, marketing department event. Go on then. Our marketing department have come up with a plan to use Tatiana to help launch a range of team merchandise. This would get some good income, but we'll launch without Tatiana. She needs all the pace that she can get. Well, let's be honest, we don't exactly need the money right now, so yeah, let's launch without it. But I have been very rude there, folks. Welcome along, everyone. It is Monday. You know what that means. Welcome along to episode number 30 of our F1. Oh, we have more power unit upgrades from Mercedes. How very kind of you. Yes, episode number 30 of our F1 23 My Team Career Mode with Team Chaseliner, and we're off to the first home Grand Prix of the year. It's the Miami Grand Prix from the Miami Gardens at the Hard Rock Stadium and Cafe in downtown Miami. Hope you're all having a great day wherever you are in the world. If you are, do consider hitting that like button. Do also consider hitting that subscribe button if you like what you see in today's video. But hopefully you will. So there's our facility at the moment. Level 3 on the personnel, everything else level 2. We have 2 major aero upgrades on the way. Apart from that, though, we can't get much else, unfortunately. We have a supplier upgrade. Well, we could get this fuel injection system efficiency upgrade come in. If we rush it, it could be here for Imola, but if not, it's here for Monaco. I would say there's no rush because there's no help to either circuit, really, but you know what, let's risk it for a biscuit. Risk it for a biscuit, as we like to do. We have durability upgrades that have come in. Oh, I see a cheap one for 946 credits for the Energy Store reliability testing. Should we risk that for a chocolate biscuit? No, let's make sure that gets in for Monaco. Gotta make sure that gets in for Monaco, I think. Because that is the grander scheme of things. That is the way, as we would like to say. Engine, as you see, is looking all good. There are our sponsors. There's Tatiana, worth $3 million. But we're going to do some upgrading on Jackie while we've got the money. So let's do level 1 on everything. And let's do level 2 on everything after that. Yeah, let's do level 2 on everything after that. And then just for giggles, we'll do level 3 on power mapping. Yeah, just for giggles, we'll do level 3 on power mapping. Engine wear reduced by 30%. Yes, please. Get on our car and get on our car immediately, is what I say to that. Championship and Lewis Hamilton leads the way from Charles Leclerc, then Jackie in P3, followed by George Russell, Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez, Max Verstappen, Lance Stroll, Pierre Gasly and Nico Hülkenberg. Round out your top 10. Take a look at everyone else. Oscar Piastri, Yuki Tsunoda, Alex Albon, Nick De Vries, Logan Sargent and Tatiana yet to get off the mark. So, we'll go take the practice and qualifying at Jackie's first home race of the season. Technically, I suppose you could call it a home race of Tatiana as well, being there's a lot of Hispanic people in Miami. Not a racist thing, it's just stating a fact. But we'll see you on the other side of this for the Miami Grand Prix.
We're here in the coastal shores of Florida for the Miami Grand Prix, which has become the 11th Formula One track held in the United States. Grandstands are packed for what we hope is going to be another fantastic race. Well, it's certainly not sunny here in the Sunshine State. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 19 corners and 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium. But these conditions should prove especially difficult for all of our drivers today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Kevin Magnussen lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Stroll, Norris, the Governors, Leclerc, Joe, Bottas, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Calderon, Perez, Tsunoda, Albon, Sargent, Liam Lawson and Nick De Vries. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Well, it's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are three big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please.
Alright, welcome to a wet Miami then, folks. P10. Yeah, we didn't take Q3 because when we went through, we qualified P10 in Q2. And Jackie was a good half second off the guy that was in P9 at the time. So we thought, best not, save the engine, save everything else, and just take the P10 and run for the hills. But we have a wet weather setup on, so Tatiana didn't do too badly either. She actually was second at one point. I kid you not, I actually have the proof that she was second at one point, and I'll show it to you right now. See? I don't lie about stuff like this. Never. Let's do this then, shall we? It's nice to see that Miami's in the rain for once. For once, the weather is going to be on our side. I don't know if that's going to be the case for the whole race, but we can live in hope. We can live in hope indeed. Hopefully the track dries up. I don't think it's going to though, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, P10 at the moment. If she could get a few more points than that, that'd be fantastic. I've got a feeling that Tatiana is not going to do a lot because for some reason she doesn't like the rain.
Light rain will stay with us for at
She
least
needs
20 minutes,
to
maybe more.
pull her
Light rain
finger
is
out,
here
although
to
from
stay.
starting from where she's starting, which is not too far behind Jackie here, I have high hopes. I have very high hopes indeed. I think the one thing that's going to work in Jackie's favour certainly is the fact that DRS isn't available. That means they're going to have to work a lot harder to get past her, which is awesome. But still, I say, if she can get past some drivers at the start and then settle in, and hopefully a good race will be had. Hey, if she gets a podium from here, because we know how, let's be honest, right? We all watched Austria before my little break. We all know how good she is in the wet. If she can translate that to pace around Miami, then she deserves another good result. But she needs to get that. Pace there. If she doesn't have the pace, then, well, there is no hope. There is no hope. I was just checking my breathing then. Sounded like I was wheezing when I'm really not. And I mean that, I'm really not wheezing. Right, let's get this car back to the grid, shall we? That reminds me about this game. I need to check it, because I've recorded loads in advance. So, oh, there's Stroll. We remember China. We remember China. Hopefully you remember China as well, Stroll. You got a receipt coming your way, son. You won't know when, you won't know where, but that receipt will come. And it'll come with a very high price to its name as well. As here we go then, folks, to the 5 red lights here at the Miami Gardens Raceway. And it's lights out and away we go. Great start from the front of the field there. I think Stroll got bogged down a little bit good. I think he did. Well, no, he got up to speed okay, but she's down the inside of him, free wide into the first corner. They're free wide in front of her as well. Who's that? That's Hulkenberg and the two Alpines free wide. Free wide at the front as well. Magnussen, Hamilton and Verstappen practically free wide. Magnussen at the head of the field there for the Haas team and the Team America, as I should say. F1 23, imitating F1 Manager 23, or giving you a preview of what could happen in a few seasons' time with that game. Because we all know what's going to happen with that game. Look at the spray being kicked up here at Hard Rock Cafe Stadium. As we go down into the big braking zone after that, well, I say back straight, but there's two back straights if you think about it, because the start line's right in the middle of the pair of them. As, oh, she slides it down the inside of Hulkenberg. Go on then, girl, go on then. Green flags flying around there. She thinks better of it, gets behind Nico Hulkenberg. She might get him down into the hairpin. This section is just Mickey Mouse follow the leader through there. She's passed both of one of the Alpines at least. She's passed Ocon. So that's something. She must have caught Ocon napping somewhere out on the track. But down this second long back straight now. Down to the big braking zone of turn 17. But I don't think she's going to be able to try anything in the Hulkenberg from back there. So it's settle in time and hope that something kicks off. But we may stay with her down into the first corner because she got a hell of a run on Nico Hulkenberg going into that first corner. See if she makes light of it. She's going to make it. She's going to go for the dive. Hulkenberg sees her coming. What a move up into P6. Gives the tail a little kick out as well as she goes through turn 3. And job is very much a good one as we look at Pierre Gasly up ahead of us. This is on to the later on in lap 2, we should say. As, oh, Gasly! Oh, Gasly around, aggressive! Oh, that's going to be a safety car at least, surely. Oh, it might even be a red flag now. It might even be a red flag. There you go, I told you, it might even be a red flag.
Big incident in front of you. Red flag, red
wow.
flag. We'll update you in the pits. Everyone's okay.
That race didn't go very far, but thankfully, she gets a second try at that start. And now from P5.
Stop, so let's think very carefully about
which is good. So now, you're going to keep the wet intermediates on, aren't you, game? You're going to keep the intermediates on, aren't you? We just want to double check that just to make absolutely sure. Okay? We don't want to see wet when we get on this start, if you don't mind. Thankfully it is intermediates. So should we go for the restart again then, folks? 500 lights out once again here in Miami. Away we go once again. And equally a good start again as she's already passed... who's she passed here? She's passed Verstappen already into P3. She's passed Russell as well. I didn't see her pass Russell. Russell must have got absolutely bogged down there at the start. That's something we like to see. Kevin Magnussen's still out in the lead. The Great Dane ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Lewis with a bit of a tail slide through turn 4. Oh, hopefully that will serve as a bit of a warning as we go through the long straight onto the back straight here at Miami Autodrome. Just call it Hard Rock Stadium. That's what we should do. Oh dear me, I had to have a little bit of a scratch there on something. She's got Verstappen for company. We don't want too much of Verstappen for company. That's not the way that this day ends for Verstappen. You know what happened last time Verstappen came up across her? It didn't end well for her as we go through the Mickey Mouse chicane and now through this Mickey Mouse section, I should say, now down the long back straight. You got the freeway on your left, the freeway ramp, I should say, on your left. Everybody on that, well, everybody down that section on their feet, I should say. Verstappen having a little glance. But that's all it's going to be, I think. It's just a little deep, Jackie, but she gets it straightened up very quickly. And that's off to start lap number 6. See if she does anything on Hamilton. I doubt she will do anything on Hamilton down into the first corner. As we go on to further on into lap number 6. And we're actually going to see a pass in the rain, I think, because Oscar Piastri is struggling out there. He's been struggling for a little while. Carlos Sainz has got the run. He's going to have a look down the inside of the big braking zone here. Oh, supreme commitment from the smooth operator. And that is going to be up into P14 if he gets the move done through this sort of a stadium section. And he does get the move done fantastically well as Sergio Perez is Well, he's struggling, let's face it. Oh, he's gone around, oh, he's hit the wall! Oh my god, he's hit the wall twice, and that is a retirement. That is a safety car, that should be a red flag. That should be a red flag, but it wasn't a red flag, it was just a safety car. But, here we go on lap number 9. Well, coming to start lap number 10, and Kevin Magnussen. Still Kevin Magnussen leads this race, folks, for Haas. Ahead of Lewis Hamilton and Jackie in P... Oh, she haven't looked down into... Oh, I thought she was having a look into turn 1. That would have been the way to go if she had thought about that. I'm glad, though, she didn't think about that, because we don't want to see any kamikaze dives down into turn 1. Good shot through the helicopter. We look at Lewis Hamilton now, and now Jackie. It's hard to. It's not. It's not too hard to spot her with that day-glow green wing, is it? Oh, it really isn't all that hard to spot her as we head down to the big braking zone of turn. I don't know. Is this turn 11 going to be down here? I think it is going to be turn 11. Or maybe 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, it is going to be 11. It's going to be 11. I just had to do some mental arithmetic in my head. Because, Lord knows, mental arithmetic is... big tail slide. Kicking the tail out through the stadium section. On board with her. And she's seen a gap. She saw a gap. What are you doing? No one passes in turn 16, but she saw the gap and pulled down Lewis Hamilton's pants. And that is P2, but I think the superior power in that Mercedes is going to come to the front as she squeezes into the wall. And she's gone deep. She's gone deep, and that's going to let Hamilton back into P2. Oh, inexperience got the better of her then. Just a little inexperience got the better of her. Verstappen thought about coming back, but no. Oh my god, that was I don't know what that was all about there with Nick de Vries as he goes into turn 17, and Tsunoda's gone around. What is Tsunoda doing? Tsunoda is hitting his teammate, folks. The AlphaTauris have completely lost the plot. And I think Tsunoda is trying to say, get out of the way in the nicest possible way. And I think Nick de Vries has just been disqualified. Let's have a look what happened to Tsunoda. Same thing's happened to Gasly, just a little too much on the power. He kept it out the wall, frankly. He broke de Vries' front wing. They've both got broken front wings, actually. And in a scene that's reminiscent out of Austin Powers, Tsunoda is trying to move his teammate, and his teammate, he just isn't budging. That's all it needs to say right there, folks. That's all it needs to say. Eventually, there you go. Now Nick de Vries has been disqualified, and Tsunoda can get back into this race somehow. Now, I think he's got a broken front wing, so he might have to turn right here and go straight to the lane. And that's exactly what he does. And nothing happens after that, so out at the front of the field, Kevin Magnussen, folks, for Haas F1, the American team. He's going to come round 18 and 19, and he's going to take Haas's first win in Formula 1. Kevin Magnussen wins the Miami Grand Prix. As there goes Jackie right there, as we saw that, but yeah, thank you.
But they've held on to take a great victory for Haas. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
The quality and fantastic result of the Haas team will have been noticed by everybody else out there today. You can see why everyone's taking them so seriously. These drivers will be hot property by the end of the season. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. So let's review the drivers' standings. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Today, I think I'll give it to the Haas driver.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improve their position in the championship. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, I can hardly believe that that has happened there, but hopefully that'll be F1 manager very soon. Kevin Magnussen, the Great Dane, or as I call him, my goat. My goat. He wins the Miami Grand Prix ahead of Lewis Hamilton, Jackie P3, then Verstappen, Russell, Norris, Ocon, Stroll, Hulkenberg and the man Gasly. Finish out your top 10. Tatiana P16 where she started. Fair enough, respectable. One DNF in Sergio Perez and one DSQ, not a DNF. Nick De Vries got disqualified. So, yeah. I think it's time to go wrap up after that lovely podium. Well, I would say that that's a decent result. I would say that that is a decent result, absolutely. Not going to moan at getting that result, although we do need to somehow get back on Verstappen. We must do it for Tico. Because if we don't do it for Tico, then we're going to be all over. He's going to be all over our case. By the way, go subscribe to Tico Zotter for his version of F1 23 My Team Career Mode with the flocking geese. Chaos is bound to be guaranteed. And I mean that, folks. Chaos is absolutely bound to be guaranteed. Hey, we've got a juniper amount of money sitting by. Okie dokie. I must admit, I do like that Dayglow green on the front wing. It really does make it stand out. You certainly see that car coming in the crowd, don't you? Right, some race simulations for Tatiana. And some reaction training, so double helping for Tatiana. That should help her going into the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. We'll take some team building, and then why not celebrate that podium? Because why wouldn't you celebrate the podium? Hey, it's just the right thing that needs to be done. Right, do we have any funding? We don't. We have 2,000 R&D points. Let's see if we can get anything. Ah, we can start getting RIA stuff. Good. Oh, we can start getting brake upgrades. That's really going to help, is the brake upgrades. I see an exhaust upgrade there that might be beneficial. Certainly with Canada on the horizon. But that's thoughts without. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. Playlists will appear on your screen momentarily. Go check out some more Rockstar Pool 69 content. But in the meantime, stay safe, be kind to each other. If you can't be kind, cry. If no place in the world you can't be kind to other people. With Jackie and P2 in the championship, we will see you on Wednesday for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. And we'll see you tomorrow for F1 Manager to see if K-Mag and the Hulk, well, let's see if they can do the same around Miami.